Hello friends, Namaste, good morning or good evening everyone. This is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia. I'll be the host for this session with divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji. Let's start our today's session. I would like you to welcome back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, initiative of Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. So for the last 12 weeks, our senior pyramid master, Prasanna Medisetti from Houston, started narrating this book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So this, let's see what Prasanna Garu would be talking today. Let me share my screen. So is it audible, Master? I'm sorry. Is it, let me just play and see. You can just let me know if it is audible.
Hi friends, good morning. Today we will continue our wisdom of power of now. Today we are going to connect with our inner body. That's our session today. So let us all, I hope you have a good meditation and we will see what Eckhart Tolle is giving us as a part of today's wisdom. Okay? In connecting your inner body, that's a chapter 6 of your power of now. Being is your deep state. Being is your deep states. Remember, being, that's what here is saying. And here, so what whoever is actually listening, right? So he's asking like, what is exactly the being? You spoke about importance of having a deep roots within and inhibiting the body, inhabiting the body. Can you explain that? What is mean by the deep roots? So here everybody is saying that the body is an access. With the body only you can able to access the realm of being. So what is that? How you can go deeply into the body? That is the question that we are going to answer or we are going to see today. And because people are still has a question, say, so as our audience, they're asking what exactly this being? How do you understand by being? How do you get it? Then Eckhart Tolle is saying, suppose water, let us take water. For you, if I say the water means here is a bottle of water, right? So that's what we say. But if you ask in the fish, would you say what is the water? If fish is having a human mind, it will say what? What is water? Because it is living in the water, right? So it doesn't know. Everywhere surrounded by the water. It doesn't know what is meant by the water here. So if you try to understand the being, it will be very hard. You will not have like fish is trying to understand the water, it cannot get the glimpse of it, right? So similarly, you and me cannot able to comprehend the being because we are the being. So that is the one that we need to understand. We already that significance of that glimpse of being. But mind is the one that's playing a role in the little box. We are this much expansion. The mind is saying you are this much. The being is this much, which means we are that much expansive nature. But our mind is saying you are this much. That is your physical body. That's where the problem comes. That's where we need to try to understand what is the being. Being, the subject and object, right? So being is, the subject is different from the object. Suppose if you say water is different from where the fish is living, then it is a problem. Then water is nothing but where the fish is living. Once it understands, it's the same. Similarly, we are thinking being, consciousness, God are separate beings, separate things. But once we understand we are that, then you will be able to understand what is consciousness, what is that being. You will be able to follow that. That's what we try to go explore in today's session. Being can be felt, ever present, Because you and me are beyond our name. Am I? Who am I? I'm Prasanna. That's where I stop. I'm this body. I stopped. I am the program manager in Citibank. I stopped there. Or I am the one who is teaching the power of now. I stopped there. I'm limiting myself. Being is the consciousness. It's beyond your name, beyond your form, beyond your body. That's all. You need to feel, know who you are. You need to abide deeply into the root state of that enlightenment. That's what the being is. Once you know and understand, that's the enlightenment that you will be the free body. Once you understand that you will be free body, then he's free from what? Free from what? Free from the illusion. What is that illusion? You are the physical body. You are your mind. You are your body. That is the illusion that you and me is having it. Buddha calls it as a core error. We all have that core error is our mind. Mind is our core error. Mind is the one which is making fear, anger, all the things which is countless disguises, inevitable consequences. That is having the illusions the mind is having. The fear is that you have a constant turmoil that I may lose that, it may happen, that may happen. So there is nothing to lose. I'm everywhere. Once you understand that, once you are in that form, then you are free from that illusion. So you are that empirical one. You feel that you are empirical, vulnerable form, but you are not vulnerable. So you see that this is a sin, this is not something like that, right? Because whenever you see that as a sin, you will suffer. Unconsciously you suffer. That's your unconsciousness. Do not say that it is a sin. It's an unconsciousness. You are not conscious of the truth. Suppose, the famous thing, right? When you are in the darkness, there is a rope. So you are unconsciously thought that is a snake. What is happening? You got a fear, isn't it? But when there is a light, you understand that it's a rope, not a snake. There's no fear. Fear is gone. Similarly, we are in that darkness thinking that we are the human body. We are this body. We are the flesh. We are the name. We are the form. We are our jobs. We are our positions. We are the mother of those things. We are the father, the friend of these things. We are the daughter of these things. Something we are having. All these are illusions. So we need to come out of that illusion. So as long as you are in illusions, you are self-governing what you think, then you are in the bond. Look beyond these words. Look beyond the sin. He's saying, no, I don't like sin. Yes, nobody likes sin because you feel that it's a judge. You feel that's a found guilty, right? So I understand. Over the centuries, these words were pressed upon us. If you do that, that will sin. If you do this, that will happen. So erroneous views, these are all erroneous views, interpretations, accumulated words such as sin, ignorance, misunderstanding, desire to control, make your mind thoughtless. These are all the erroneous. You cannot become, once you are aware of that what you are, all this will, you can, with your mind, you cannot do that. You have to go beyond the mind, recognize the reality. The which word points to what? Then don't use it. Sin is pointing out the judgment. Don't use that word. Don't struck in that level of words. You are because those are all the signposts kind of thing, but you are not the signposts. You are beyond that. You are beyond. Suppose if you say honey, does it mean honey, the thing? Suppose you studied honey is like that, honey is like that, honey can be drawn from like this way, that way. You will not know until you taste the honey. Once you taste the honey, all these things will become immaterial to you because you know the taste of it. Now, similarly, you and me are enlightenment is that, enlightenment is this. You have to go beyond the things we are all studying. But once we touch that enlightenment, then everything else will become illusions. How much we are in the illusions, right? You will be getting it. You are obsessive. We are all obsessive about that signpost. I am this, I am this, I am this. Some mental idol, we formed it. That's where we are in. The reverse also applies, right? Whatever the reason that you dislike the word honey. Let us take you dislike the word honey. Then you will not even taste the word. You prevent to use that word, taste that thing. Strong aversion. You will be had. That's what some of the people. God, no, 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 no. It's a negative thing. So there's no God. So those are the people, right? So some people will say God means there is something different. These both are illusions. Both are actually the illusions, right? So both you cannot actually do that. I have to pause because some of the people say, no, I don't like that. Have you ever tasted that curry? No. Similarly, have you ever tasted the enlightened mind? No. But the thing is, that's what we are actually saying, that intrinsically we are connected to the some of the words. So word doesn't work anymore. Words are not going to work. Any words, enlightenment or anything, you need to feel it. That's the thing, right? Drop that words, replace that word with the feeling. So drop the word sin and go with unconscious. Unconscious means you are not able to know the truth. That's why. So when you are unconscious, you are trying to be unconscious, and then you can close it to the truth. It's a beyond the word. Long misused word is sin. So leave that word sin. So you will feel free from guilt. So come out of that word. So then he is saying, I don't like the word even unconsciousness, because unconsciousness also I'm feeling like I'm judged. There is something wrong with me. That's what I'm feeling it. So then he's saying, no, 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 it is not unconscious, means it doesn't mean that I'm not hurting you personally. The reason is, when a small kid, he doesn't know the fire, when he put the hand in the fire or the burning candle, it will hurt him. He doesn't know. He is going and putting his hand in because it's a light flaming out, he's putting. He's unconscious. Is he doing any sin? No, right? He doesn't know that it will burn, it will hurt him. That's why he's going and putting his hand. Once he understands that it is a hot and it should not, then he will not. So that is the one that if there is nothing to be judged here. When you don't know something, then you're trying to understand. That's all right. So there is nothing to be judged here. So we are in the we are the one of the so many species in this century, right? 20th century. So don't associate yourself with the guilt of association. Guilt. Once you are associating with the guilt, your egoic mind will run. Oh, I did wrong. That kind of right collective insanity will comes. Do not let that thing comes. Perhaps you haven't looked deeply into the human condition. Because once you started with that, guilt means you are still with your egoic mind. Open your eyes. See without fear, without despair. Come out of that greed, come out of the violence, come out of that thing, come out of that suffering. You are in the suffering state, you are in the fear, unimaginable scale. Every one of us are in an unimaginable scale of fear. So come out of that. You are continue to live that. You are just that very expansive thing. There are so much you are not that small thing. You come out of that unconsciousness. If you are not coming out, that's a insanity, right? So forget about all that thing. Observe your mind. Observe your mind. Don't think with your mind. Just observe your mind. Seek the root cause, and seek the root cause of your consciousness, and come out of indestructible reality. Find your invisible and indestructible reality. You are indestructible. You are invisible. You are that reality. Find out. You say that here is asking. Bring the realization of that being. You are saying this is an illusion. The physical body is an illusion, right? So how does physical body help to go to that realization of that being? How does this help? That's what the question to the Archon. The body you can see, the body you can see, right? Touch cannot take you into the being, but the visible, tangible body is the only that outer shell. Remember, this body is not taking you to that beingness, but that being is surrounded by this physical. You're getting it? You cannot, this body is not helping you to go to that being, but that being is there within you. Within humans, within that physical body. There is an inner, that being is there, and the outer shell is your physical body. That's what, so this is because this body is limited, but that being is not limited. It's a confusing, isn't it? Because the body is a limited. In this limited body, you have you have an unlimited being. That's where we need to find out. That's where actually the deeper reality is there. In a very expansive being is there in a limited, distorted body. Okay, you need to find out that perception, that one, that's a deeper reality. That's a natural state of consciousness. Once you understand that, once you understand the connectedness with the being, when you are in the physical body, that's actually the consciousness. That's a deeper reality. You can feel it every moment. You can feel it every moment. That means the deeper consciousness is rooted within your outer body. That's the inner body. That's where we need to go today's class. That's where he is saying that's a presence within you. That is a inhabit of the body. You feel the body, that inner body, you feel that body within. Feel that life inside the body. Feel that no beyond your outer form. You are not the outer form. You go to the beyond that outer form. That is the only beginning of inward journey. That's where we are here to go to that inward journey. That will take you more deeply into the realm of stillness and peace. Once you touch there, right? Once you touch that inner body, you will be in realm of stillness and peace. Yet you have a great power of vibrant life. You have that power of vibrant life. At first, you may feel that glimpse of it. At first, when you are meditating, you feel that glimpse of it now and then, because now and then you will be able to feel that. But when you are practicing, you suspend your birth and death. I am there before my birth, I am there after my birth. You will get to know that kind of understanding once you all the short-lived pleasures, right? Short-lived positions, short-lived pleasure, short-lived pain, all this will be gone. Underneath there is a inner peace is there, unspoken truth is there. Once you understand that, once you understand what you are really, then you cut off from your mind. Once you cut off from your mind, use it. Mind is also like a bottle of water that whenever I'm thirsty, I'll use it and keep it. I don't carry that with me all the time. Mind also, whenever I need to think something, use it, then keep it away. Don't always carry that. Always try to think, make that as a habit. Do we always carry the water or always trying to drink sip? No, right? Similarly, mind also, when required, just use it. The problem, one more thing, I'll give you the current generation. The thing is whether you need it or not, you are carrying the phone always with you. Always. And you are having the habit of checking, somebody messaged me, somebody did that. This is where actually we are actually wasting our time too. The technology is very good. I'm not against it. Technology is very good. It is taking you to so many things. That's how you and me have connected. There is some connection, but the technology is making you and me connected in this hour, staying from Australia to America. But we have to use it in the right sense. We should not waste our unnecessary things on that. Every second, not somebody is actually, if we follow, we can teach our kids. Okay, there's a thing, right? So we have to understand what is that illusion, what is that inner thing, right? Your identity is no longer your name or your form. You are rooted into the being. You are no more vulnerable. Once the mind is out of it, you are your predominant fear will be go away once you understand that your inner body. What truly matters is your life, your awareness of your deeper self. Once you understand that, always you are aware of the deeper self is the one that is most important. You will go there. You are invisible. You are indestructible reality. That's what you will understand. You are invisible. You are there before you born. You took so many lifetimes and you experienced so many things. After this life, also you experience so many other things. You are mother of those kids. You are the kid of those people, and you will be the kid of. So, which means that everything is the same. Everywhere that consciousness is existing, you are that consciousness. You are not Prasanna, you are not MS, you are not Lavanya. These are the names given to the short term. These are the short-lived names. That's the one that we need to understand. So to become conscious being. So we should become that conscious being. You need to reclaim the consciousness. You need to reclaim the consciousness from your mind because you are actually unconscious, right? You reclaim that consciousness from your mind. Consciousness is not like opening the eyes and able to see. This is not the consciousness like medical terms. Consciousness is knowing your inner self. That's a consciousness. As long as you are not knowing the inner self, you are unconsciousness being, you are insanity being. I'm not saying this is a sin. We are all there. We have to come out of it. These are the lessons, these are the books that are helping us, these are the masters that are helping us to become the consciousness of our inner self, to be aware of our inner self. This is the essential task of our spiritual journey. Still, we do our jobs, still, we do our we take care of our kids, we take care of our family, but we are aware that we are not just limited to this. We are not limited to this. You feel so happy when you are trying to go to the closer and closer to the thing, because after starting my spiritual journey, unless like any other people, I was so much fascinated about so many outer things. As I go to the deeper and deeper into the spiritual journey, no more the outer things are not giving me any more pleasure, like the dresses, saris, jewelry, all these things are no more. It is whatever that I just possessed, I'm just using it, but I'm not after that. I'm not spending any more time. That is the reason why I'm able to be sit with you. I'm able to read so many books. I'm able to explain so many books because this is the one that I'm giving you the more happiness, because by teaching you, I'm learning so many things. It is a reminder that I need to practice these things. That's the first reminder. Whenever some book comes, whenever somebody is coming and asking, ma'am, can you teach? This is a reminder that the universe wants me to learn more about myself. I don't have any feeling that I am coming and teaching you. I came to in front of you saying that you're all trying to teach me. That is the reason I'm before you. That's kind of feeling that universe is giving me. So whenever at one point I will be able to understand that I am not just this paper Prasanna, because whatever the effort tool is giving, right, that bliss state, you and me and every one of us want to go. But definitely I'm in that journey. I can guarantee that because I'm able to feel that bliss. I'm able to today I'm not at home. I came to the my convocation of my master's in yoga and spiritual science, but I feel this is my primary duty that universe has given, that I should not skip. So that's the reason I came to a green room and I'm just doing this session, right? So I'm not saying that this is something great, but when you are actually connected to your inner self, you will listen to that inner self. Every one of us is having that inner self, right? What is right for you? You should always do it. Being felt, that means you should felt that first instant, right? When you felt, you will get the invisible energy field, you will get it. You will get that you are not limited to your body. When you are connected to your inner body, right, you will feel it. You will feel your feelings, connecting with your inner self. Because I'm outside, I'm not able to give you that kind of, what do you say, the meditation kind of thing, because I also need to have a good energy field. But definitely I'll record and send it to you one day, in some time in the weekday, so that you practice this connecting to the inner body, right? That's what I got my intuition, that I will make a one meditation for you all for connecting to your inner self. Try to do closely. Just I'll give a record to the Lavanya. You all collectively do or individually do it, but just do that and do at your own comfortable space. You may find, so because while you are connecting to the inner self, close your eyes, practice being in the body, right? Being in the body, close your eyes and see that, feel your leg, because it's not, don't think with your mind, feel with your mind. Whenever you're doing this meditation, right? Feel your hands, feel your arms, legs, feet, your abdomen, your chest, all the things, right? Feel it, where there's a subtle energy is there. You feel that energy within your, don't think with your mind, just take out your mind. Feel it. Feeling is the one that I wanted. You feel it simultaneously, how that energy is. That energy is a single field, or that energy from your hands is different from your legs, or is it different from your chest? So pay attention. Pay attention clearly, strongly, that feeling, right? Feel that one. You have a very strong visual sense. There is a image of your body. You see that your body is luminous. It's luminous. It's actually the light body. You feel that you are illuminating. That image comes temporarily and go. When you are closing and when you're doing all the things, right? That image of light body, it come, go, come, go. But just feel that there you put it. So that image, that illuminated image is so powerful. That's in inner body. That's inner body. You look deeply into that. That's your formless, limitless, unfathomable. That's a body. You can always connect to it deeply. You can always be there. Pay attention. Pay attention to that. Feel it. Perhaps it's a slight tingling. So whenever you are doing that, you may be tingling. Your body may be tingling. Your hands may be tingling. You may not be good enough. At that moment, you may feel good enough. But don't even go there. Just focus on that feeling. Focus there. Your body is coming alive. Your body is coming alive. Later, you practice more and more. Your tingling feeling will come, right? Your body will come more and more. Please. So you do this inner energy, how that inner energy is flowing, right? Flow that somewhere when you are observing that tingle, because inner body you are connecting. Inner body you are actually threshold, right? You are identifying your essence of your identity, your true nature. You can identify. Never lose the touch with it. That's where you are actually connecting to your inner body. That's the thing. You all have experienced this in your meditation, but that's where you need to be connected every minute. That's an awareness. That's where the tingling solution is a sensation that's coming. Is it you are thinking with your mind? No, right? It's coming automatically. You are actually observing your feelings only. Okay. Transformation through the body. So that body is helping you to touch that inner body through this body. Why? Many here is asking why many religions are denying this physical body. It seems that spiritual seekers, regardless of the religion, they see that the body is a hindrance. It's a sinful. It is all with all the things, right? It is all the bad things. It also said, why these people are saying that? What is happening? So that's what they're asking, right? So what is happening? The few seekers, why have so few seekers become the finders? What is happening to this? On the level of the body, right? Humans are very close to animals. If you see, all animals is having the same thing: pleasure, pain, eating, breathing, drinking, defecating, sleeping, mating. See, these are all the things that is happening to everyone. Procreate, they're also procreating. Even animals are procreating and humans are procreating. They are also birth and death cycle, and humans are also birth and death cycle. So, which means all the human beings are very close to the animals, right? As long as they fall in the grace of oneness, right? So when you are not actually finding that grace of that oneness, you are just like in the animal body. Don't fool yourself that you are not an animal. You are very close to the animal, but you have that. Again, when I say that you are very close to the animal, you are doing all the things that the animal is doing only. Then you may say that you will get offended. Oh, am I animal? No, right? When you are not an animal, what else you are having it? You are something different, right? You have your, again, you say that I have a mind to think. Not only the mind to think, you have a inner body, you have that consciousness within you that you can touch within that consciousness, isn't it? If I say, oh, Lavanya, you're all like just like a human body, say, the animal body, then she'll get offended. If you say that, Prasanna, you are just with like a animal body, I will get offended. But if you are, as long as you are doing the same things as animal, you should not be. When you are thinking that you are not animal and you are something more than that, you are that consciousness. You are an expansive thing. You are an expansive. You are not limited to your body. That is what we actually need to understand. That's what actually we need to go. We need to do that, right? So we need to do that. Don't fool yourself that you are not that, you are not this, but try making that, right? Try making yourself. This seems to be truth, right? When you are understanding, this seems to be true, the truth that you are also like an animals. The same thing is happened Adam and Eve, right? When they were naked, because they were naked at the beginning. So they were naked and they started something, they made and they did all the things but there is a completely unconscious. So they at one point they say they feel so shamed. Why? Because these are all they're doing, because there is they feel even, but sexuality also they feel like, oh my God, what a shame that we didn't have the something to cover it. So this no animal is feeling. So there is some consciousness, something was started from there. The light is there there is a light, there is a consciousness there. Is it not the consciousness is there in the animals also? Yes, they have it, but they have some kind of group consciousness, whereas a human being has individual consciousness, individual light. Everyone has having that being within inside, the powerful being within inside. Don't see that God is separate, because whatever that consciousness that the God is having, similar consciousness is there within you. As long as you are seeing that consciousness is separate, you are not. You are in the illusion. You are in the unconscious state. Let's come to the conscious state. Let's not limit ourselves to the body, having the body. Okay. The religions are all saying that you're not your body, right? You're not your body. The countless people in the East philosophy, West philosophy, throughout the ages, in a different religions, God, salvation, enlightenment, whatnot, all the things they said, oh, you have to deny your body. And some of the people even they said like fasting, some aesthetic practices. So they suffer their body. They injected the body. They punish their body, regardless whether they are sinful or not. They punish their body. They see that the mortification of the flesh out of the body. They wanted to get out of the body experiences, seeking the God, and even Buddha practiced. He denied his body, extreme forms of the aesthetification. He practiced for 6 years, but he was not enlightened. He did not get enlightenment when he practiced all these things, when he practiced all the things that he was not enlightened. He was enlightened only when he understand, when he stopped all these practices. He didn't practice all these things. Only when he stopped all these practices, then only he got enlightened. He didn't fight with the body. Then only he got that out of body experiences. So transformation should happen through this body, not away from the body. Use that body as an instrument. Use the body as an instrument, and through that, suppose if you want to travel I traveled from yesterday from Houston to Dallas. So what is that I used? I used my car. The car body I used, right? I traveled through car because I used that instrument to travel from Houston to Dallas. Similarly, use this physical body to travel from being that you are the body, but you are not that body. Going to that in expansive state, going to that, touching that inner body, touching that being, use this body. Then only you'll be able to. So don't delay this body. You need to take care of the body. You need to be pamper this body so that it will be useful. I have to take care of my car. I have to fuel it or charge it, whatever it is, right? Then only I can travel from there to here. Oh, this is a car, this is a material thing. I don't take care of it, then it won't work for me, isn't it? Similarly, the body, if you don't take care of it, it won't work for you, for all the things that you wanted to achieve. Whether it could be a physical thing, whether it could be your career things, or whether it could be a spiritual things. You need to take care of your body, then only it will work for you. So that's why you never say that, whether it's a Jesus or a Rama or a Krishna. So they never say that you need to deny, but they said you are not your body. Your body was filled with a light. What is that light? That's the light of the being within inside. There is a being inside, and also they said you can ascend with this body to heaven. In Telugu, they say Bondito Swargam, right? So these are all the things that has happened. You are not your body. You are universally, you are not your body. You cannot escape from the body. Countless speakers have thus prevented from attaining a spiritual realizations, right? They themselves become the finders. Is it possible to recover the lost teachings of the significance of the body or reconstruct from the existing fragment? That's what he's asking the question, right? They're asking the question to Eckhart Tolle. Is it possible to recover the lost teachings on the significance of the body or to reconstruct them from the existing fragments? Then Eckhart Tolle is saying, no need that. All spiritual are originating from the same source. Do not say that this is the Christianity, is that Jesus is different from the other people or something like that, right? No, no, no. It's not like that, right? So you are all the thing. Once you are able to access the source within, there is a source within, right? Once you are able to access the source within, one master, there's a one master, one source, one supreme consciousness. Be it a Jesus, be it a Rama, be it a Krishna, be it a Muhammad, be it an Allah, be it Buddha. Anything is that supreme consciousness. So once you understand that supreme consciousness is the one that we are actually accessing, that is the source that we are all having. You and me are also having that same supreme consciousness. Only thing is, we are not touching that supreme consciousness. Here today, in this morning, we are here to touch that supreme consciousness. The word is here, if you say that the enlightenment or whatever it is, liberation, all these things, you are seeing that as a signpost. Oh, go and reach that signpost. There is nothing that you have to run and reach the signpost. The signpost is within you. That's not somewhere else outside. That enlightenment is there within you. That being is there within you. That's where you need to do the inner journey. That's where we are all here to go to the inner journey, not the outer journey. We are all doing the outer journey from day in and day out. From the morning that we got up to night we sleep is the outer journey only we are doing. We are very much familiar with the outer journey. Here we are here to learn the inner journey. We have to speak in the truth hidden within your body, the unlimited being that is there within your limited body. We are here to go to that. That's where we are actually doing. So we need not. So you need to perceive this, because this dense physical body, which is a subject to the disease, old age, death, is not ultimately true. That is what you need to understand. You need this body, but suppose, again, I'll go to my car example. When I came to US, I bought my, what is that car? Honda Civic, I bought it. Okay. Honda Civic, I bought it. I was in New Jersey, I traveled. And when I came to Texas, I got that car. But after a while, I thought, okay, this car became old. I sold it off. And then bought another car. I bought my Acura. So, which means that, did I cry for that? Did I cry that my Civic is gone? No, right? Because I know that is no more serving my purpose. Then I got an Acura. After 10 years of service, I got my Tesla because I wanted to upgrade myself and I just got one more thing. What does it mean? Similarly, that being will take a body, will try to achieve something. So in this lifetime, I want to learn a music. I learned some music. I achieved something. After that, I went and learned the dance. I achieved something. After that, I went and learned, I want to become a doctor. I learned something. I went and do that something else, which means that the same being is actually learning all the things, isn't it? So that is what is happening. This birth and death, disease of the body is the common. You are beyond that. You don't limit yourself. Don't your mind limit yourself. Losing that touch of the being, right? It's creating the body essence. It's illusionary. It's a separation. It's a justifying the state of the fear. If you are being that, you are in the state of the fear. Come out of that fear. Do not run away from the body. Within your body, the symbol, impermanence, limitation, the death, the disease, everything. These are all the illusionary creation of your mind. Being it's a temporary. It will get a disease. After the old age, it will die. You cannot do anything. All these are illusionary that mind is creating. Don't caught up with the mind. You are immortal reality, right? Do not give an attention to your mind. Go to the search of the truth that is there within your body. That unconscious being which is there within your body, try to get it. That's the thing. Do not fight against your body, because body is the one that you need it. Fighting against your body will not go anywhere. You are in the body. That being is within your body. So that touch the illusionary aware, right? Underneath of your limited body, you have an invisible inner body. This is the doorway to your being. Life is unmanifested. You can manifest it. Life is everywhere. Whatever you need it, it is there in this universe in the unmanifested form. Just manifested it. Before that, we don't have iPhone. How it came? Because it manifested through some of the mind, it got manifested. So there is an inner body. Once you touch it, you can manifest your life. You are birthless, you are deathless, you are eternally present. Through your inner body, by touching the forever one with the God, you can touch. Have the deep roots within. I will stop here. 40 minutes, okay, today. Let's stop here. I know you have so many questions. I may not be able to take today's session, the questions. So, because you are hearing, right? The music was already started here. So let us not go to the questions. And Lavanya, you take all the questions from our people.
We have Prasanna Garu here, so let me co-host Prasanna Garu. Masters, if you have any questions, you can.
Yeah, even though I said I couldn't be there, my program is running late, so I came here.
Thank you, Prasanna Garu. So for us, like, you always motivate us with your commitment. Thank you so much for your commitment.
Thank you. Yeah, I came in the car because I don't want you to get disturbed by music.
Friends,
Yeah, I'm here to take your questions, Sunny.
Yes. From MS, thank you, Prasanna Garu, for your commitment and still making time to record the session from your graduation ceremony, not just today, but in many busy schedules. You all also shows your immense respect you have towards everyone's time. We're grateful for all the knowledge you are sharing with us.
No question. First time from the MS. Just gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, MS. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you enjoyed the inner body, touching the inner body.
Yes, Prasanna, it was.
Yeah, definitely. It's different. You put it differently. Very easy to understand. Easier to understand for me.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. And I'd like that meditation that you said you would.
Yeah, I will, because there is the same thing, right? All this session, I'll record one meditation session because today I was not so peaceful at the event center, right? That's why I didn't do it. But I'll record one session and give it to Lavanya. Any day you can just do that meditation. Or if I'm not able to do it, come any day, you just play that meditation session in this Power of Now sessions, right? So that we can touch that. That's what the intuition came while I'm actually reading your session. But today I'm not able to do that because I was not at the peaceful place.
Thank you so much for taking the time during your busy schedule. Thank you.
Saturdays will always be busy, and otherwise, if I don't commit like this, our sessions will go on a year. That's why I just wanted to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madhuman. Thank you, Vara sir. And we have few questions from MS Prasanna Garu. The first question. Wouldn't it be selfish when we ignore the pain one has given to others and seeing the suffering throughout the life because of your actions or decisions and not feeling guilt about it?
Wouldn't be selfish, which means you have done something wrong to the others, and without feeling guilt, if you are continuing, it wouldn't be selfish. Is that the question?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah, one thing is, so when you understand that you have given a pain, it is the realization. There are people who give a pain to the others without knowing them, because they feel it is right. That's how they do it. So they are in totally unconscious stage. Okay, so that you can't do it. That you can't, because there's nothing. But once you understand that you have given a pain to them, that means you already realized that something happened. So if you are in guilt throughout your life, you are also actually ruining your life. You also should forgive yourself, right? So what I say is forgive, but do not forget the lessons. So the lesson that you have learned is what you are not supposed to do to the others, you learned it. So next time onwards, do not do it. If possible, if you have a dare enough to say that I'm sorry to that particular person, that I have wronged you, I couldn't do that, go and tell directly. If you do not have that kind of guts or that kind of courage, then do in meditation, send them all the positive thoughts. I did wrong to you, so I will not repeat this again. But don't be in guilt throughout your life. That's my standard advice for everyone. Because if you are in a guilt, right, then you are not doing any good to yourself. If you are not good, you can't do much good to the others. So you should be good to yourself, right? So that way, forgive but do not forget the lessons you have learned from others or from yourself. That was the answer to my first question.
The second
Next, Amma.
question. Can I say enlightenment is a broad word? Each person's enlightenment is different to others. And also enlightenment is specific to an area of knowledge or subject. Or when enlightenment is achieved, can that person be a god and knows everything about this creation?
No, here, enlightenment, as I told you, explained in the session, right? Enlightenment is not something actually we have to attain. We are already enlightened beings. Okay. Yesterday, somebody asked me, last month, I think, yesterday somebody asked the unique story of myself, right? So they asked me something to write. So I have done something at the age of 23. I have written my story. Okay. When I have written my story, when I published, after publishing, I got so much applaud. Oh, you did so much courageous and all, right? So that is the past story. But if I just take that story now, I just question myself. If the same situation arises now, will I be able to do that? The answer come from within me is no. Okay, that means as a kids, as an young kids, we know that there is a lot of courage. There is something that we have it, right? So we are doing it. But as we are growing up, we are actually dusting up that consciousness. To be frank, that is what I felt it. Because at the age of 23, what I could do it. So I may say that, no, I will do it to the others, but inner self, to my inner self. Because now, for me, my family, my kids, my husband, my career, this thing became so important. I'm not able to come out of that shell. So that is where we are all in. So at the age of 23, I don't have family. Family in the sense the parents only, right? So you have that the good thoughts, courageous thoughts, that energy is there within me. That's why I could take up so many challenges. So when we get all the wisdom, why we are not able to take it up? We say that, oh, who in the world will take it at now? Because I'm already busy with my own kids. But the universe that has given light to me, that has given energy to me in those days, will it not give now? It will give, right? So that is what I learned the lesson because I inspired by my own story, to be frank. Because I would have forgotten that unless I penned down, right? Because I did it like at the age of 23, means 98 to 2004. That was the story that I have written. So when I written, because it maybe universe is asked for it, that is why it asked me to write it again, so that I'll get inspiration from it and I do more. Okay, so enlightenment, coming back, that enlightenment, why I bring up the topic is, I was already enlightened that time, right? With all the things, with my things, it was all dusted up. Similarly, you are all enlightened. Each one of us, enlightenment means whatever that I have learned and experienced, whatever that you do to others with love. So if you can see everybody with love, with the same love, because the consciousness is same in every one of us. You can go to the temple and pray the God, and you'll fear that the consciousness may punish. That is only the fear-based thing. You want your good life, that's why you just going to the God and saying that. But if you are actually touching that inner body, touching that inner consciousness, we will understand, that is what we are learning, that consciousness is there everywhere. Within you, within me, within there. So which means that godly nature is there every one of us. Suppose let us take some Sandeep wronged me for something. It is not that, one is he may not do the consciously. Second thing is his soul may not be that matured soul. He will learn the things. Or third thing is maybe I had some karma that I have to face that situation. Once if I understand these three things, I will never have any kind of grudge on Sandeep, right? I'm just taking the name before me, that's all, okay? It's not that Sandeep did something to me. So whenever you understand that, right, you will not have, whenever you free from that kind of things. That is what I'm noticing from off late. I'm free from all the hatred. If somebody did something, okay, it is their immaturity or there is some karma that I have to face it. So once you got that kind of thing, right, you will not, whenever you are not holding any grudges, any judgments, if you start, you are free from it. You feel that you have so much freedom in the life, right? Because you can do anything, because I don't need to impress any one of you here. Right? Whatever that I committed, when Lavanya asked, I committed that I will teach this lesson. So I'm just doing that. This is not to impress you. This is to give my self-satisfaction. The commitment is to my self-satisfaction. Yes, I committed to the thing. I am doing it. If it is for the sake of you, right, I will ask, I will expect some kind of bhajana from you. That I'm not expecting it. What I'm expecting is we all should learn things. We all should understand things. We all should be happy in our life. That is only the expectation. That also, if somebody is not expecting, I should not point out what did you learn from Power of Now? Why are you doing it? If possible, I have to tell them smoothly so that they can realize, because we are all here for a reason. That's all, right? So that is the thing. Ultimately, that love, pure love without judgment, is the enlightenment. Okay, so it is different for the different people, means because it is different for the different maturity levels, because one soul may have taken 10 lifetimes only. Obviously, that is a baby soul. One soul might have taken hundreds of lifetimes where it got matured, right? So it could be the different. Like the kid, if she shares the toys, then she's good girl. But for us, if we are giving a toys to anybody, it is not a good. We have to share something that other people are in need, right? That is my second question answer.
And the third question is,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful analogy of fish and water, and you don't know what water is. Just after example, you touched upon this, on the thoughts we usually have, like this is right, this is sin to do. The book advises, as I understand, that don't limit yourself, but explore and do things as you like without guilt or limitations or boundaries. Where can we draw a line? This knowledge of right, wrong, sin has come over time and the ancestors have passed on to us. If we ignore this knowledge and do things as per our desire, wouldn't it be we are restarting the cycle and it may come back to the knowledge they gave?
No, we are not restarting the cycle. So when you are actually touching that inner body, when you are touching that inner self, right? Why they have kept this is sin, you will get punyam, papam, you will get heaven and hell, right? Because people are not actually touching that inner self. When you are not touching that inner self, what will happen? You don't know and you don't understand. You feel that anything, Charvakas, you feel that anything and everything we can do. The Charvakas concept is you kill the person or you get you just grab the money from others, but enjoy this life. That's a Charvaka. So when the people are becoming the Charvaka, even nowadays, that's what we are seeing, right? Even within the family, they are killing for the sake of properties. So when they are becoming like that, then people will say that if you do that, next Janma will be like this, this. Because anyway, that is the Karma Siddhanta which comes back. That's what will happen, right? So instead of telling that, they started giving some kind of thing. some kind of the sin and all those things they have got introduced. But when you are actually touching your inner body, you yourself understands what is right, what is wrong. For me, I told you, right, I was courageous enough, because I'll share my story that with Lavanya you can share. I'm courageous enough to say that I have done that at the age of 23. But now my answer, inner answer came to me is no. Which means that I have to go back to my inner self, whatever I have done, isn't it? So similarly, but definitely within you, you will get to know, whether you are doing right or not. It is not that I can take the money from my friend for saying that I dare badly in need of money. And any of my friends say, hey, send me $1,000, they will just put the $1,000 immediately, they will send. If I just use it for my luxury and then did not return their money, it is okay for them, because they may say that, oh, she's my friend, I send it, she didn't use it properly. What should we do? Next time we will not give, because $1,000 will not hurt 1 day, 2 days. They will say that it's okay, kind of thing, right? But what happened is here, it is my guilt. That's where you cannot come out of that guilt. You will not come out of that guilt, because when you understand that you did wrong, when you understand you did it wrong, I should try to give it back. Okay, something happened to my mind. I didn't use it properly, your money. Suppose if I'm not in a position to give the money back because I spend all the things, go and say, apologize them. I wanted to earn and give it back. This is what I did it. So in that, you did that, because that is the lesson that you learned. You do that, forgive yourself, earn and give it back, but do not stay in that guilt. Don't talk, because what is happening in the society, if you understand that you are wrong with them, you stop talking to them. You stop talking to them. If you feel jealous, you will stop talking to them. If you wronged somebody, you stop talking to them, because you don't have courage to go and say that I did wrong. Instead of that, you go and tell. If you don't have that kind of courage, then in your meditation, just send all the positive thoughts. Tell them that you are very sorry for that. Okay? Is it clear, or any question? Lavanya, is it clear for you? And who asked MS? Is it clear, MS, for you, all the 3 questions? If not, please let me know. Okay.
Yeah, he gave thumbs
He
up.
gave a
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Yeah. A beautiful question, MS. Thank you, Prasanna Garu, for answering it. Any other questions, friends? Prasanna Garu, so you said like you need to observe your feelings in every situation. I mean, to connect to within yourself.
Yes, feelings, just the feelings. Do not
Just-
connect with your mind. Do not
Even if
connect
it is
with your mind.
even if it's a negative emotion like anger or anything. So because
Anything, just
yeah,
whenever you are getting anger, right, observe yourself, close your eyes and observe where exactly that anger is actually tingling your body. Once you started observing, right, it will slowly go away. Because what we do in anger, we don't keep quiet. You'll open, blah, 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 you'll start doing it. So observe your feelings first, instead of just doing more harm to your body.
Mhm.
If you started yelling, your BP will shoot up. If you start observing, your BP will level down.
Yeah.
Okay.
On recording this, Prasanna Garu, so if you have time, I'll just ask one question. Yeah.
Which one?
If you have time, I'll ask a question. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, like for any instance, for in any conversation, I'll keep quiet for certain times because like I don't want to shoot up. I mean, probably my tone will not be good or something. So I'll make sure like okay, I'll not talk now. Like after 10 days or something. But still, when I open the conversation, the same kind of emotions it triggers. Like I'm not calming down. Like it's not calming down. Like because like they say like when you don't want to do in such an emotion, you just keep quiet. But even after few days as well, I'm just observing myself. Like when I open that conversation again, that flood of emotions are coming through, which I'm not able to convey it in much loving way. So any tips or anything for that? Yeah.
That means what I'm saying is, because I don't know your situation, but the thing is, I can assume this way.
Especially with my son, like I will say, okay, like I would have observed something with him. So I want to convey it to him. After 10 days also, the same kind of trigger, it will come again. And my flow it's not in loving way. So I'm working on to put it in much more soothing and loving
So
than
no,
just saying,
have
yeah.
you started with the loving way to your son?
Yeah, I normally say in loving way, but in few situations which it triggers my belief system, it is not supposed to be like that. So that belief system, when I want to convey it, I'm not able to convey it in a proper way. Like
No,
in
that means, which
yeah,
means our belief system is the one that
yeah,
we
my
have to,
belief system. That's what.
we have to correct it, right? There is a friend beside me. Her belief system is, if we actually study our engineering, our medicine, or whatever it is the good for us, good for our kids, so that they will have good life, isn't it?
Yeah,
But her son wants to go to Navy or Army, something. I think Navy. Okay. So she couldn't take it because it is her belief system. But the kid want to go to the Navy because he has his own things. But the only thing that we need to understand is, yeah, at the age of 18 or 21 is the maximum that we say we will guide. We will guide what is right, what is not, and all the things, right? After that, we can't guide, because they will go with their own thing. Until and unless they are actually going to the drug addicts or something like that, then you can take some harsh actions. Because if they choose to go somewhere, right, some other way, when my daughter said, oh, I want to do the law, none of us have done any law. We can't even give any guidance except moral support. Just because we don't know the law, it is not right from my part saying that don't go because nobody is there. We don't know how the success is. Law means in India, what they say, there should be a family lawyer should be there, then only you will get success. And this is the belief system that we had. So why can't, so when she wants to try for herself, why can't she be the pioneer in the family? Because in my family, before me, nobody studied computer science. Nobody became a software engineer. But I did it, right? And I'm able to show path to the so many other. So likewise, similarly, your thing also, that is the one. In case of the choices I'm talking, in case of discipline things, some of the things,
discipline,
right? In case of the discipline things, so you will try to tell them, because there is a dana, dhamma, veda, dandopaya, there is something, right? So sama, veda, dandopaya. So you have to say samyam, how to say a bit louder. Then sometimes you have to hit them. Dandam is the thing. So that's in those ways we have to tell, depends on their age. But what we have to understand is, we should not shake within ourselves. You may have to show anger, but next minute you should be like aware of that you are showing anger, but no, you are not angry on your kids.
Yeah, but I'm not able to. I mean, not in all the instances, but in few instances. So in some functions or somewhere, like I have seen him something doing with his friends, which is not supposed to be done in that way. But I want to convey it that this is not that way. But something it floods with my emotion, and I'll just convey it in a different way. What I'm not supposed to. It's not putting it in a
So you
gentle way.
yourself know, right? You yourself
Yes.
know that you are not
Yeah,
supposed
I'm
to do.
doing like I'm realizing it after that, but before that also I feel
No,
okay. I
this
should do.
happens. This happens initial stages of your transformation, right? So you practice more to connect to your inner self. You will definitely get there. This is all the phases that I have gone through.
Yes.
Because with the awareness, with that awareness feeling, right? With the be connected every minute, that power of that present moment, right? Then you will be able to get it. Slowly you will get there, definitely. But
Okay.
increase your awareness, that's what I said, right? Today, 10 to 11, I will be aware every moment. Tomorrow, 10 to 12. Something like that. You increase the timing, right? Then that practice will make you be aware in every moment.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Prasanna. Any other questions, friends? I think that's all, Prasanna, for today.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you,
See you
Prasanna,
next
once
Saturday.
again for your commitment and for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you all. See you next Saturday.